Richard Todd, we received news yesterday that the under 16 national team has been invited to Mexico. Is this something that we can look to and attribute to the hard work and dedication of these youngsters from continuing from their time at the earlier part of this year, going into their tournament?
I think it is a direct result of the performance in the CONCACAF Under 15 tournament, being recognized as the highest finishing Caribbean nation during that event that has resulted in us getting the invitation. So certainly to the players and to the coaching staff, a continuation to reap the rewards of that hard work and success.
Now, how do we continue on this vein and trying to improve at a young team age and then progressing into the full national team?
I think you have to start somewhere. I like growth from the bottom coming up because it allows you to have those players progressing year after year. So certainly they set the benchmark for teams of the future to strive towards, and they know now that there are rewards out there for doing well within tournaments and being placed well. Opportunities like this arise. So we think it's a continuation, it's a follow on, it's incentive for the players, a reason why to engage within training, to be frequent and consistent with training, something that they know is concrete to focus and to prepare towards, and just continues to raise the level of the profile of our national team. So if you look at what the 15s did last year, as well as the under 17 women's, I think that speaks well for us as a country, Bermuda, and the development of our programs for the future.
Now, as the director, how happy are you that you're getting this much notice and time to prepare for such a it looks like a very strong competition?
I think there's plenty of time for us to prepare the players on the field as well as off the field. On the field preparations have already started. We looked upon the return of these players, what do we need to do to enhance their training and preparation for the under 17 CFU qualifiers, which will be held next summer as well. And we've implemented some things already. We have a pilot program with our performance training. The players have been meeting twice a week at 6:30 in the morning, training between the National Sports Center pool as well as with CrossFit Bermuda at Cedar Bridge. Those series will occur within 6 week blocks, so we just completed the first 6 weeks. We've increased training that they've been training now on Sunday mornings with Coach Andrew Bascom, in addition to the 1 day a week. So, from the standpoint of on the field, we're already doing things to help move us forward. In terms of the timeline off the field, I think it's important that we have ample notice to be able to raise the necessary funding to be able to support the group. We think it's also ideal preparations for the under 17 World Cup qualifiers. If they should occur following this tournament in Mexico, then it gave us some very meaningful preparation in terms of games along those lines. So we're still moving within strides, looking to move forward, but it is a direct incentive or a carrot, I think, for the players as well now.
And we do have a host of overseas players, and obviously working out the timeline for them as they'll be getting into preseason training. How do you think that will actually develop in ensuring that we have the strongest possible squad to go into this tournament in Mexico?
Well, that actually begin over this holiday Christmas period. So we use the Christmas period where training is suspended, but we have a National Academy Games Festival. So we have a series of matches that essentially will be used as trial matches for the under 17s as well as the under 20s who have a substantial number of players overseas. During these matches, the coaching staff have the opportunity to assess all of the players, the local based players as well as the overseas based players. We will have the February school break camp as well as the opportunity within April. And then we will look towards the end of May, naming what will be an initial training squad with a view to reducing it down as we get closer to the actual departure dates. So in that sense, we are casting the net very wide. We do know that there were a number of players who weren't involved with the team in the Cayman Islands this year. That could factor in. and we do think that this group can be even stronger than the group that we took down. So there's a lot of competition, and that for itself will look to bring the most and the best out of our players.